$485,000. That's what a chief AI officer costs your mid-market company in 2026, plus 45% equity. In the next 6 minutes, the escape hatch every smart CEO just found, and the one trap that kills the fractional play.
Right now, a full-time AI executive could basically demand a $485,000 base salary from your mid-market company, plus like up to 45% equity.
Yeah, it is essentially a hostage situation for founders right now.
Exactly. So welcome. I know you want to get thoroughly informed without the usual information overload, so we are jumping right in. Today is April 18th, 2026, and our mission for this deep dive is unpacking a brand new research report on the emergency escape hatch to this exact dilemma.
Right, the rise of the fractional chief AI officer, or CAIO.
Yes, and the stakes are just massive here because 57% of small businesses are actively investing in AI today. It is not some experimental luxury anymore. I mean, it is a survival imperative.
Absolutely. But diving in without a specialist is honestly dangerous.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because making a full-time executive hire right now, it feels like buying an entire Formula One racing team when you really just need to win, like a single local go-kart race.
That F1 analogy works perfectly, yeah. But the reality is actually even more punishing. We are seeing growth stage companies handing over massive, permanent dilution just to get someone in the door who understands this stuff.
Which is exactly what is driving the massive surge in the fractional model, right?
Yeah, exactly. A fractional CAIO operates on a retainer. It is typically around $15,000 a month for a mid-sized business.
Wow. Okay, so you are saving upwards of $520,000 annually right there.
Right, but the real advantage isn't just the cash savings. You aren't paying for an executive's 6-month trial and error discovery phase.
Oh, because they are already doing this everywhere else.
Exactly. Since a fractional leader works across multiple companies, they see the deployment patterns in real time. They just import battle-tested playbooks on day one.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, because saving $500,000 on a salary is completely irrelevant if the AI technology itself bankrupts you in cloud computing fees.
Yeah, and with the shift to autonomous agentic AI, that is a very real threat.
Right, those digital workers that can actually reason and execute multi-step tasks. But wait, I do want to push back on the cost aspect for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
The research says that inference costs, so the actual computing power required for the AI to generate answers, those are dropping 1,000-fold over a 3-year horizon.
They are, yeah.
So if the raw compute is getting so cheap, why do we even need an expensive fractional executive watching the budget?
Well, because of what the report calls the iteration tax.
Iteration tax? What is that?
Yeah, so the unit cost of inference is plummeting, yes, but the volume of computing is exploding. Agentic AI doesn't just run a prompt once. It runs continuous autonomous loops.
Oh, I see.
Think of it like a hyperactive intern who works at the speed of light, but asks you to review their work every 3 seconds.
That sounds exhausting.
Right. So if an agent gets stuck in a hallucination spiral, it might check its own false work hundreds of times a minute.
Wait, really? Just looping silently in the background?
Exactly. And without an executive implementing strict architectural oversight, these silent loops will drive up your cloud bill while you sleep. We're talking costs ballooning by 500% over your initial projections.
That unseen volume is just terrifying. And on the flip side, there is also the risk of what the report calls shadow AI.
Oh, yeah, that is a huge one.
Right, because this isn't external hackers. It is literally your own employees trying to be efficient by pasting sensitive client IP or internal financial data into public, unsecured AI models.
Which, as we know, instantly trains those public models on your proprietary data.
Right. So you need an executive to build secure internal environments to prevent that. But why couldn't a company just use their standard IT provider, like an MSP, to manage this?
Well, it comes down to structural incentives. An MSP's mandate is uptime, patching servers, maintaining the status quo.
Right. Keeping the lights on.
Exactly. A fractional CAIO, though, acts as an internal executive who owns the return on investment and actively holds vendors accountable, including your MSP.
But there is a massive caveat there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. This model instantly fails if a company refuses to give this fractional leader actual power.
So they need a direct reporting line to the CEO.
A direct line to the CEO and actual budgetary authority.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're just a very expensive, totally ignored consultant.
So what does this all mean? For you listening, Understanding the structural shift proves that successful AI adoption isn't just about mass layoffs.
No, not at all.
It's really about task migration. AI handles the repetitive data, which, by the way, delivers a proven 13.8% aggregate productivity boost.
Yeah, that number is huge.
Right. And that effectively migrates human employees upward into complex relationship-building roles that machines just can't replicate.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it fundamentally redefines how mid-market businesses will scale over the next decade.
Absolutely. It changes everything.
But I will leave you with this provocative thought to consider.
Oh, lay it on us.
As these autonomous AI agents become increasingly sophisticated, eventually learning to audit their own compute loops, optimize their own cloud spend, and govern their own compliance, will the fractional CAIO ultimately be replaced by a purely digital CAIO?
So, do you actually need an AI executive? Or do you need the lean fractional play? Take the free AI audit quiz. 5 minutes, straight answer. Links in the description. Episode 3 drops tomorrow. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.